And now, CETV presents Chao Racing 2025, America's favorite virtual sports entertainment program, with our annual fall preview show, starting with the men's division portion. Everyone is on the clock and ready to go. Let's have a Chao race! We'll bring you a little taste of autumn here in the Chao Racing universe today, as Ben Henderson, Ricardo Cayman, Dominic B. Howells, and Gary Coles begin the redemption run or so in the second half of our fall preview show. And it's Dominic B. Howells who edges out Ben Henderson to win the first race on the pole course today. Dominic is now up to 3 wins as of this date, and that's just a sample of what to expect as we give you a little fall preview of the rest of the season here on Chao Racing 2025. And now, your host of Chao Racing himself, Brennan Jennings. Hello everybody, hope you had a great summer thus far. Well, we're here to have a little bit of fall preview here in the Chao Racing universe this week. Now, this is just a preview of what to expect when Chao Racing 2025 makes its official return next month. But it should be a good one for all 12 races here no matter what. Congratulations to Dominic P. Howells for winning the first race over Ben Henderson on the Pearl course. We'll be back to present race number 2 in a little bit, but first let's hear a word from our sponsor. The men's division portion of our fall preview show on Chao Racing 2025 is sponsored by Hyundai. So, Brandon Jennings and Paul Sycamore are ready to go all the action in this little bit of an autumn preview for the rest of Season 71 this year. That's right, and race number 2 is showing not to disappoint us as in with the first. As race number 2 will have O.J. Upton, Casey Richardson, Sonny Brantley, and Thomas Linklater. And this, my friends, will be the first to feature the Golden Chao as our computer opponents. Remember that when all of the 4 main stats total 1,900 or more points, that's when the Golden Chao replaces the Silver Chao for this race. Let's see how well they will do. Please start the race! And OJ is quarterback. That'll give Casey, Sonny, and Thomas the opening edge as they make their way out of the starting gates. And it looks like Casey is possibly from one. And now Thomas, Sonny Brantley is quarterback, thus giving Thomas Linklater command on the lead. And Casey is heading for the water as the first superstar gets beat us on our fall preview show is number 7 of the Golden Chao. Well, actually, Gary Coles has beat us on our last race, but anyway, Casey is quarterback, so Sonny Brantley will have command on the lead as O.J. Upton will take speed as number 2 of the series. And Sonny Brantley is approaching the goal line, ladies and gentlemen. And Sonny Brantley gets his 3rd win of his 2025 season. As Thomas Linklater, who wakes up with snap, will close out his speed bus. So Sonny Brantley now has 3 wins. Yep, just like Dominic B. Howells in the last race. And there's more something coming up to not go away. Alright, Paul, time for race number 3. Race number 3 will have Eli Hauser, Sawyer Reddington, Al Heen Jr., and Donald Reddings. This is the first of 3 Sapphire Course contests for our fall preview show for the men's division. So let's send it down to the field once again and wish these next 4 Chao all the best as we hear the sound to start the race. And they're off! So who will be the winner of race number 3? Trying desperately to make the roster cut for next year's 2026 season. Right now, it looks like Sawyer has command lead, and 1 is Silver Chao quarterback, and another 1 is pausing for 1. And number 8 will get the first few hours of this race, and it looks like Don Wings tossed to the ground, and number 1 of Silver Chao is quarterback. That means he'll have to drop down to last place behind number 8, who is also quarterback. Well, it looks like Orange Chao gonna be busy climbing out the wall. So the next PS is gonna be me up at the front, and it's Eli Hauser, who will have the next command PS. He has command lean, and look at that. Alvin Jr., who was in second place, was scoring the rest. So now, Eli Hauser will have full control of the lead. As Sawyer Reddington will have the next command PS, Eli Hauser is the first to approach home stretch, with a comfortable lead ahead of Sawyer Reddington and the current Moen. And as number 7 desperately fights back with next beamers, allows to get another win crossover towards making the 2026 Monster Cut. Eli Hauser now has 4 wins as of this day, with a win here on the Sapphire course. And that will do it for this race. How Brandon? Right, Eli Hauser is still in the game. Coming up, there's more exciting action for you, but first have a look at this. Alright, moving on to the Ruby Quest for race number 4, Paul. Alright, this is the first spot, 2 Ruby Quest races. This should be a dandy no matter what happens. Race number 4 will have Ethan Kingsley, Bashar Barrison, Hudson Drews, and Corey Sanchester. And here's a look at the lineup forms as we get ready to get your swimming gears ready for the first time in our fall preview show. Everyone's on the clock, so without further ado, let's rock this place! And Michelle and Corey are both going to rest along with number 7 of Chao. Right now, Ethan Kingsley trying to maintain the lead over Hudson Drews as they make their way across the wide path on the Ruby Quest. And Hudson Drews making the pass for one of Chao, but I think Ethan's going to hold off Hudson for the victory. Yep! Ethan Kingsley is our winner as one of the other race we made by number 7. So time to do the hard shake, Brandon. Yep, definitely his fan section. And we'll be right back for the next exciting race after we find out a word from this. Now here's one of the 4 S-Ranks in running ability. And it is Brandon on defending world champion Bobby K, who has improved in his running rank during the summer training camp. He'll be taking on Briston Young, Nico Carson, and Jace Alfonso. But I think one of the challenges is also improving one abilities. I think it's power ability, I think, for one of these Bobby's opponents. Let's head down to the pro course and find out. Everyone is on the clock, so without further ado, this race is underway. And look at Briston Young improving his S-Fang and power ability. He's gonna beat out Bobby K's running ability tonight. Briston Young with this one with authority. Bobby K surely has improvement running, but it's Briston Young with his S-Fang and power ability who beats out Bobby K with his advantage here on the power course. So now Briston Young is up to 4 wins as of this day. Yep, and there's lots more fun after this announcement. Stay tuned. And now the second of our 4 S-Fang running Chao for the fall half. That's right, here we have Raymond Hill taking on Jay Flanningham, Benny Moen, the manager of Chine Studios, who has improved in S-Fang in running, and Chris Renacos. So the fan section behind Chine Studios is behind Benny Moen, trying to get back to the World Championship for another chance and reaching the big race. Please start the race! And there goes Benny Moen. He is off to a flying start over the competition right now. There goes Benny Moen. The fan section behind China Studios and all his other fan sections in the audience on a standing ovation, cheering on Benny Moen. And it looks like number 1 is heading for the water as the first superstar gets beat by is number 7, who's trying to battle with Chao all the way back. Number 1 is Chao, trying to make use of the lead of 4 Chao. And it is Shane Flanningham who gets PS number 2, but it's Benny Moen who's going to get an easy victory here tonight. Benny Moen is our winner, as Chris Renagos gets the next PS, and that one was a pity. Oh well. Benny Moen is the first S-Fang running Chao on the fall half of the season to win a race, and now he is up to 5 wins. Do you think he'll make it all the way back to the World Championship pennant? I hope so. Let's hope his winning streak keeps it up, and we'll have the second half of our show after this. Now we enter the second half of another S-Fang running ability. That's right. It's our defending third place finalist, Ozzy Jenkins. His opponents are Vicky Nelson, JP Hubert, and Famin Talo. So Ozzy Jenkins currently has the lead with a record of 6-2 after 8 races thus far. He has a pretty good season, trying to get another chance at his second World Championship title. Can he get his 7th win tonight? We'll find out soon enough. Good luck to Ozzy and the other 3 opponents. Everyone is on the clock, and let's have a Chao race! And there goes Ozzy Jenkins. Wow, just like Benny Moore in the last race, Ozzy Jenkins is off to an excellent start, trying to have a little bit of breathing room ahead of his opponents. Ozzy's not giving up about a fight. He's trying to pull this one away early. And there's Ozzy Jenkins climbing on the start wall already, as the first superstar gets beat. But this time around is number 8, who was going to rest. Now he's trying to defend 6th place over numbers 2 and 7, who are battling for 2 life behind number 8 as they climb up the start wall. And it is JP Hubert who will get speed as number 2. Ozzy Jenkins is the first to approach home stretch. JP and Ricky trying to catch up to Ozzy, but I think he is going to hold on and not even going to get Spears. Yeah, number 2 got Spears. So Ozzy's going to move one step closer to his shot at redemption this season. Ozzy Jenkins is now 7-2, as the last Speeders of this race will be made by Famin Tao. So Ozzy now has 7 wins of his 9 races thus far this season. Yep. Never give up, Ozzy. There's more 7 coming up. Do not go away. Alright, with Ozzy's 7 wins in the books, we now sit with our race number 8. And here we have for race number 8, Raymond Logan, Garrett Dayton, Chip Sube, and no one else. So this is the second week course matchup. Get your swimming gears ready once again as we take a look in the lineup, and let's send down to the field again. It's best of luck to the next 4 superstars. Let's have a Chao race! And as Chip Sube goes rest, there goes Garrett Dayton, making a pass from no one else, and Garrett Dayton, the Gangnam Style Master, has come in on the lead with his Gangnam Style fan section in a standing ovation, trying to get another win closer to us coming back next season. And as number 1 takes Beamers, the Gangnam Style Master Garrett Dayton gets another 5 midway this year. He is now to 4 wins as of this date. And you know what dance we're gonna do next? Yep, his fan section is going to do the Gangnam Style dance, and we'll be right back for the next exciting portion of our show after we find out a word from this. Well, race number 9 is up next, Paul, and it should be a daddy. Race number 9 will have Tommy Days, Alex Markinson, Ramon Shorty, and Evan Parsley. And still to come on our fall preview show is our main event for the men's mission. Pierre Falls will try and complete his main event trilogy, but he's got a pretty good challenge because he's facing off against one of the S-Fang in running ability, and that's one of the finalists from last year's World Championship. I'm sure Peter will do fine anyway. But right now, let's head back to the power course after we take a look at the lineup. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock. And please start the race! And Tommy and Ron are both going to rest, which means Alex and Evan will have the opening edge. Right now, Alex and Evan up in the front, making use of their opening edge advantage. And here they come, making way to the finish line. And it looks like, by a dramatic moment, Alex Markinson wins. And Policy was going to rest, so Alex Markinson gets the victory. How about that for Alex? Yep, Alex came through in the belly end, and there's one assignment coming up. Do not go away. Well, that was a very dramatic moment, but let's see if race number 10 can be more exciting to the touch of the menu, so to say. Alright, let's hope so. Race number 10 will have Joshua Samoa, Zayn Dobbs, Kenny Days, and Livius Tomasin. Yeah, that race was a little dramatic, a little drama to the menu, but it was still a good race. But let's see if race number 10 can be more exciting, like you said, Brandon. This race is underway. Alright, here comes the next four Chao. Joshua, Zayn, Kenny, and Livius making their way towards the average portion. And right now it is Kenny who has command of the lead, followed by Joshua in second place. And it looks like number 8 is heading for the water. And so is number 7 of the third Chao. And as number 2 takes the first speed of this race, look who made this one exciting finish. It is Livius Tomasin, who took a shortcut to capture the win for race number 10. Excellent shortcut strategy by Livius tonight. And number 8 was BS number 2. And take a look at poor number 1. He is all alone in last place, trying desperately to catch up with the crowd, but he is going to be straight in last place for the end of the race. As number 2 will get his second speed bus, and that's going to do it. So, Livius Tomasin gets the number win. Yep, congratulations to Livius, and we'll be back with the next race after this. Just 2 more races left for the men's division. That's fine. And one of them will have Michael Clayton, Eddie Williams, Larry Monroe, and Brooks Robinson for race number 11 for this next contest. Of course, still come after we get done with the men's division, we'll have our 8 races for the women's division, when we have 24 lovely divas competing for the first time in this season. Molly Brown, Polly Linklater, Carly Hartman, all those lovely divas from last season. And this is the 10th season with the Chao Racing Universe. Wow, 10 years has been a long time for the women's division. But that's coming up later on in the show. But right now, let's head back to the men's division for race number 11. As we head back to the Sapphire course, who's gonna prevail in race number 11? The answer is coming up right now. Let's have a Chao race! And Larry and Brooks are quarterbacks. So let's watch Michael and Eddie. These two Chao have control of the opening edge, with Michael Clayton having a little breathing room ahead of Eddie Williams in the kind moment. Michael and Eddie are making their way towards the stone wall, and Michael Clayton is quarterbacks. That will give Eddie Williams command on the lead. But here comes Michael Clayton trying to get revenge with the first speed bus on his face. And right now, numbers 1 and 7 are getting left behind from the competition. Looks like all the Chao are going to be busy climbing up the wall as of right now. And Michael Clayton gets back because, and look at that, Eddie Williams is quarterbacks, thus giving Michael Clayton recommand on the lead. So now Michael Clayton will have the lead for the second time in this race. And as number 1 takes the next command because Michael Clayton defending the lead for the second time. This time he should be able to hold on to the lead nicely with a lot more breathing room. I do believe Michael Clayton's result is going to be a W on his scorecard. Yep. As Brooks Robinson takes his next command because Michael Clayton indeed wins race number 11 thanks to back-to-back spears. That was a good strategy by Michael Clayton after going around midway through the race. Yep, I agree with you, Paul. And coming up, we'll have our main event for our season. But first, let's hear a word from this. And now, our full preview show for Chao Racing 2025 proudly presents the main event. And here's Paul to fill us on the details for this week's main event. Take it away, Paul. Alright, we have our 2-time returning champion, Pierre Foles. He'll be taking on Rusty Jackson, who has an S rank of the 4S running Chao, along with Owen Warriors and Coda Green. So let's see how the outcome will unfold for these 4 competitors during our fall pre-show conclusion. And this week's main event is presented by Liquid Death, the soda flavored sparkling water drink with 1/10 of the sugars of top sodas. That's 90% less sugar than top sodas. Pick up a can of Liquid Death at your local grocery store or retail store nearby. And now, let's find out where Peter Falls will complete the trilogy, or one of the others will get the first main event honors. Let's have a Chao race! And there goes Buster Jackington, off to an excellent start, trying to maintain his running rank ability, trying to prevent anyone from upsetting him in a hurry. Right now he is dancing to the beat, but there he goes. He is off and running again, trying to maintain some breathing room at the come one, and it looks like Peter Falls is heading for the water, and so is Connor Green. As the first superstar against Beers on our main event of our pre-show is Owen Williams on the Voice Rise, and Connor Green has prevailed with his shortcut strategy. He's trying to make an upset of Buster Jackington. He only had one win thus far this season. As number 8, West PS number 2, Connor only had one win so far for the entire season, but now I believe he is going to get an upset year nominee and his long way second win. Owen down goes number 2 for the count. As Owen Williams will get another turn, that makes his second speed bus race. Connor Green has come in on the lead. Meanwhile, Wesley Jackington is in second place behind Connor Green. As number 1 will get the next command because he really needs help very now, and he is left behind. Point number 2 though is way left behind the competition. But let's head back to number 1. That's back speeders for number 1, but I think he needs more help than that. Meanwhile, Buster Jackington might need a miracle if he wants to stop an upset for Connor Green. But it looks like Connor Green is going to get the job done here tonight. Back to number 1, and look at that. Now he's fighting for the lead with the force with Chao. And Connor Green has this race all after, ladies and gentlemen. He is going to get the second upset of the year nominee over Speedy Buster Jackington tonight. As number 7 takes the next command Spears, Connor Green upsets Speedy Buster Jackington thanks to a shortcut strategy, and he wins his first main event victory of his 3 necessary this season. As number 1 will get a 4th speed bus in his face, and point number 2 has no hope for surviving whatsoever. He is going to get left behind the competition. As number 8, well, in the next command Spears, and that's going to do it. And we just have our second upset of the year nominee for the 2025-26 season. That's fine, Paul. And possibly got the first, and now it's Connor Green who got the second one. Back for our intermission break after this. Well, that's our men's division portion of our fall preview show. This little autumn preview is like a little hype for all of our 48 fan sections rooting on their favorite 48 men superstars as they look to continue their quest to become the best superstar there is in the Chao Racing universe. This is like a little short preview or a little hype of what to expect when Chao Racing 2025 makes its official return in next month. But it was a great show indeed, and we thank all of our men's division superstars and the respective fan section clubs for being with us. But the fun's not over yet. When we come back from intermission, we're going to present our 24 women's division teams from 8 exciting races for women's division. Stay tuned for more Chao Racing 2025 after this intermission. The first portion of Chao Racing 2025 has been sponsored by Hyundai and Liquid Dam Mountain Water. Stay tuned to see all the action of your favorite women's division teamers coming up on the second portion of Chao Racing 2025 after the short intermission.